Update. Am I the a-hole for living with my ex-girlfriend's mom after we broke up? Ex cheated and her mom kicked her out and said I could stay. Original post. Here is some backstory. I, 22 male, met my ex. Let's call her Lisa, 22 female, so it's less intense for me. Writing ex is still a lot, you know. We met in high school and started dating when we were 13. It was great. Her mother liked me and I loved Lisa. She was funny, smart, and gorgeous. We spent a lot of time at her place. I was so happy back then. I don't have parents, so I lived with my grandma, but she was more than enough. She was strong, funny in a crude way, lively, and a straight-up badass. I was 17 when she passed, and I moved in with Lisa and her mom. I was devastated, but they were very inviting. My relationship with Lisa grew. It was amazing. They helped me through it. Lisa was my rock. It was the three of us until now. Every day was similar after our high school graduation. Her mom would drop Lisa off at university, and then her mom, let's call her Jen, and I would go to work. We work on the same street, and then we'd leave at 5 p.m. and go home. Lisa would be home by then. Then we ate dinner together. It was like that for the past 2 years. I know for some that sounds boring, but I enjoy stability. I was happy, and we were saving up money for our own place. A good place. Jen never asked for rent, but she always took it because she knows how important it is to me that I contribute. Lisa and Jen were my family. I was going to marry Lisa, and Jen was my best friend. I know it's weird that my best friend is my ex-girlfriend's mom. I found out she was cheating on me last month. She accidentally sent me a text that was clearly meant for him. I was devastated and started crying. It was unbearable. Jen heard me. I showed her my phone and she just held me. Lisa came home, and instead of apologizing or making an excuse, she said with venom, I have a new and better man. Pack up. It repeats in my head most days. Jen snapped. There was screaming and swearing. Jen ended up telling Lisa she had 30 minutes to pack up. I just hid in the office and locked the door. I just couldn't handle it. I was paralyzed in that one spot. Lisa left about 2 hours later. Jen held me and said, this is your home for as long as you want. If you want to move, I'll miss you, but you'll still be family. If you want, you can stay forever. Being told that really helped me feel safe and took away some of my nerves. Sometime when I wasn't around, Lisa and her dad came by to pick her stuff up. Lisa and Jen have had a couple of major fights, but Jen made it, so I happened to never be around for most of them. Now, Lisa and her friends are giving me a hard time, sending hurtful text messages, and I just don't know how to deal with that. Lisa has been switching between calling me a loser for living with Jen and asking me for a second chance. I am never getting back together with her. I don't love her anymore. I have succeeded in avoiding any one-on-ones with Lisa, but I'm eventually going to have to talk to her. Lisa has been living with her dad. He has tried to mediate, but that was not accepted by me. Jen's stance is whether I live here or not. Her daughter is not invited to live at home. Her actions are disgusting, and she needs severe and permanent consequences. She told me that she still loves Lisa, but not the person she has become. I want to continue to live here for the time being. I sleep in the old office, which is now my room, and our old room is now the study. It's the only home I've ever had, and Jen is my best friend. A lot of people in my life think I'm responsible for Lisa being kicked out. That's what got me questioning myself. Did I take her home away? Am I the a-hole if I continue to live with my ex's mom? Sorry for ranting. I left out chunks because I'm still struggling or just missed it. Sorry it's so long. Now for the top comments before reading the update. Not the a-hole. Live with Jen. She views you as her child. I'm 99% sure of that, and she basically adopted you when your grandmother passed. She already told you to her, you are family and you can stay. You staying or leaving doesn't change her position on Lisa, so no, you didn't take Lisa's home from her. Lisa took her home from herself when she cheated. All your moving out will do is hurt you, both you and Jen in the long run. She wants you to stay, and your home is with her, it sounds like. Seems to me you're overthinking it. I won't be moving out until it makes sense for me and Jen. We are just starting to find some sort of normality. I think we are both dealing with a lot, and having someone in your corner helps. I've lived here for over 5 years. This is the first house I've ever lived in, so I'm pretty attached. Not the a-hole. Stay at Jen's for a while. She's clearly your mom now. But most people need to move out of their parents' home eventually. Work, save up, get yourself a good place. And you freaking call her every Wednesday and Sunday after you move out and have dinner with her as often as you can. When you say goodbye at the end of the phone calls or dinners, you tell her, "I love you, Mom." Thank you, I will. I plan on living there until I can get a place that I can call my own. I only want to have moved once. No matter what, I'm going to keep that relationship. It means the world to me. Never had a mom, but I think she is. Now for the update months later. Hi, I made a post a while ago asking if I was an a-hole for living with my ex-girlfriend's mom after she kicked my ex out. Most of the info is in my first post, but to recap. My ex-girlfriend Lisa cheated on me and then said some cruel stuff, and her mom Jen kicked her out. Jen said I was welcome to live here for as long as I want. I took the breakup hard. We were 13 when we started dating, and when I was 17 my grandma passed away. I went to live with Lisa and Jen, and this house has been my home. I loved Lisa with everything I had, and Jen had become a mother figure to me. This was the first house I truly lived in, and I've lived here longer than any other place, so I call this place home. Jen choosing to let me stay meant the world to me. After the breakup, Lisa and her former friends relentlessly attacked me and blamed me for Lisa being kicked out. It became overwhelming. Being told that over and over convinced me I was at fault, but writing everything down helped, and I received some DMs that helped a lot too. Now for the actual update. A lot happened. A few days after my post, Lisa came by. We talked, just the two of us, for the first time since she was kicked out. She started off by apologizing, but immediately tried to shift the blame to me, and then to her mom. Then she asked if she could have a second chance. I said no. Then she asked if I was sleeping with her mom. I said no, that she is the only person I've ever been intimate with, and that Jen is basically my mom. Then she said, "So you're still in love with me?" with a smugness that drove me insane. I remember exactly what I told her. "I don't love you. The second I found out you cheated on me, it disappeared. And I would rather drink 3 liters of elephant piss every day for the rest of my life before I would get back together with you." She slapped me and then went to the backyard and had it out with Jen. She said some of the most vile things I've ever heard in my life. I won't write them down, and I definitely won't repeat them to her mom. It was disturbing. Then Jen, in a very calm voice, said that Lisa was no longer her daughter and told her she was trespassing and needed to leave. Lisa looked shocked and then stormed off. The second Lisa left, Jen had a meltdown. It lasted hours. I was pissed off at Lisa. Jen confided in me that she hates her daughter now and doesn't want a relationship with her anymore. She started going to therapy and told me around 2 weeks ago that she's disowning Lisa, and it's what's best for her mental health. Her therapist said she can still love her daughter, but not want anything to do with her. I've been supporting her the best I can. I like being helpful. Lisa made fewer and fewer attempts to contact me. She's living with her dad. 5 days ago, I got a text from Lisa's best friend. Let's call her Kate. She was one of the few friends of Lisa's who didn't harass me and actually picked me in the breakup. We've talked a few times since then. She helped console me. She asked if she could come by with some of Lisa's friends so they could apologize. I was apprehensive, but Kate is a straight shooter, and I was curious. So they came by, and Kate said thank you for letting them come over. Then the other 3 women each took turns apologizing to me. Then they apologized to Jen for everything, and then dropped a bomb. They didn't know Lisa was cheating. Apparently, Lisa had been telling people that she only cheated because I was sleeping with her mom, and that's why she was kicked out. I asked why they thought I would ever do something like that, and why they were apologizing now. They said it was easier to think I was a cheater than to believe their best friend was a lying cunt. Their words, not mine. They told me they've cut her off. I must have looked like I didn't believe them, so they all showed me their text messages with Lisa and their social media. It seemed really important to them that I believe them, and yeah, they definitely did. They were not gentle about it, to say the least. I accepted their apology, mostly. They all left except Kate. Kate and Jen went to the backyard. I don't know what they talked about, but they were both smiling when they came back. I thanked Kate for setting them straight and being on my side throughout the breakup. She said she was just following her moral compass. I'm doing much better now, and I don't plan on moving out until the time is right for Jen and me. Jen has become my best friend, and we support each other. I have a routine I follow that really helps, and I've started sleeping better too. I mostly just wrote this because it helps me clear my mind. OP, can I just say how happy I am that you actually called the friends out? Oh, we thought that you were sleeping with her mom and got her kicked out. And why would you believe that? Seriously, more people on the sub need to do that. You did nothing wrong, bud. Good luck. Right? That moment was so satisfying. OP handled it with way more calm than most people would. Calling them out without losing it took strength, and they needed to hear how ridiculous they sounded. All I did was talk to them and ask questions. Kate's the one who made them see that Lisa was lying, and Jen kept me grounded and calm. I won't lie, I was mad that they thought that I was a cheater. These women know me. Lisa sounds unhinged, destroying everything and everyone in her path. Good riddance to her. Glad you have been vindicated and they all got to see her for who she is. When she cheated and was so cruel, it destroyed me. Then friends started harassing me. It was overwhelming. Now it feels like it's getting better. I still have trust issues though. I hope you save well for Jen's care. You know, she just sentenced her relationship with her daughter for you. I hope you at least respond well to her needs, and don't leave her when you have no benefits from her. I won't move out until it's best for the both of us, but I won't leave her. She's always going to be in my life. We work together and she is my best friend. Last story. Am I the a-hole for cutting off my friend after she ruined my birthday and caused drama with my brother? Hi Reddit, I 31 female, recently cut off my friend Mara, 28 female, and now some mutuals are saying I should forgive her and move on. I'm not sure if I'm being too harsh, so I need an outside perspective. Backstory. A couple of years ago, Mara hooked up with my brother, same age as her. He told her from the start he wasn't looking for anything serious, but she caught feelings anyway. I warned her he was a player, but she didn't listen. Long story short, she ended up keying his car and his date's car when he wouldn't answer the door one night. Charges were filed, restitution had to be paid, and it was messy. I was furious with both of them. Mara later apologized and we stayed in touch, but I definitely pulled back from the friendship. Fast forward to this year, my birthday weekend, February 2025. I live a few states away from my hometown, so Mara and 2 other friends plan to visit and celebrate with me. I was excited. I don't have many friends in my new city, and I really appreciated the gesture. The plan was dinner with my boyfriend and local people in my city, then drive to the city an hour away to party and make it a girls' weekend. Here's where it went downhill. Mara booked a same-day hair appointment without telling us. It ran late, they got to dinner 2 hours late, and we were rushed the rest of the night. I was upset, told her how I felt, and she gave me the cold shoulder for most of the night. After the club, we were trying to get back to the car. I, the local, suggested a route, but Mara insisted she knew a shortcut. She was wrong. We got lost for nearly an hour, and when I expressed my frustration, she basically told me it wasn't the time to call her out. Once we finally got back on track, she realized she lost her phone. Our designated driver friend offered to go back and look for it, but Mara started arguing with her, accusing her of not caring, and the drama exploded. She even got out of the car at a stoplight, saying we could leave her, then flipped and refused to get back in until we kicked out 2 local girls who were catching a ride with us because one had her purse stolen and needed help. At one point, she opened the car door on the interstate, and our DD had to child lock it. We didn't find her phone until 6 a.m., and after all that, I was so emotionally drained, I packed up and went home the next morning. I cried on my birthday and felt completely disrespected. The aftermath. My other 2 friends apologized sincerely. Mara went silent for 2 weeks. When she finally messaged me, it was not a real apology. More like, you acted like a birthday bridezilla, and you should have been grateful I even came. She said I was ungrateful and that she wouldn't have cared if the roles were reversed. I told her how I felt, but she refused to take accountability. So I ended the conversation and haven't spoken to her since. Now some people are saying I should forgive her because she had good intentions and did all this for me. But honestly, Between the situation with my brother and how she acted on my birthday, I'm done. So, am I the a-hole for cutting her off and not wanting to resume the friendship? Not the a-hole. Ask them to explain to you like you're a toddler what were her good intentions and what did she do for you. That woman sounds like a dumpster on fire and someone throwing old cooking oil to stop the fire. I mean, keeping her in your life after she keyed 2 people's cars because your bro didn't want to keep hitting that when he gave her fair warning? Why the heck are you surprised she ruined your birthday? Dumpster fire is the perfect way to describe this fool. I guess I'm confused why you're even here asking. When you talk to the other 2 friends, no need to be defensive. Just tell them that maybe they have more patience. But Mara is too much for you and you're trying to be mindful in creating a positive environment for yourself. Not the a-hole. Are the people who are saying to forgive her supposed to be your friends? Were they in the car with you guys that night? Yes, one of the people saying I should forgive her was in the car. The others are just people we have mutuals with. I almost guarantee that the mutual friends who weren't present have been told a very skewed version of the story. Show them this post and see what they say. Not the a-hole. I wouldn't be surprised if this was retaliation for what happened with brother. However, why were you mad at your brother? You both told her what he was like. He laid it all out. And Mara decided to catch feelings and add property damage. When I say mad, I don't mean the same type of mad that I had for my ex-friend. I was more so disappointed that he didn't listen to me either when I told him to not mess with her. And when it started getting messy, I told him that he should block her. Cut off all communication when she started acting funky and whatnot. And he didn't listen either. So it was like when he told me, "You know what happened?" I was just like, "Bro, you are so hard-headed." That's what I mean.